behind this report? Report is a word which is turned out from Latin word which means to carry. Report means to carry. Report means recarrying what has happened. For example, if you have witnessed an accident or if you are going to a hospital to get a report, so everything will be submitted in the form of report. Okay, even in a science office or in a lab, you see that they submit the report practically. So when you enter into a corporate sector after 4 years, as you enter inside that, the corporate sector and the working organizational structure will be entirely different. It depends upon the communication. There are two types of communication we have learned it already: internal organizational communication, external organizational communication. In that internal organizational communication, report writing plays a major role. So every day, whatever you do in that particular workplace or workforce, you are supposed to send it as a report. So you must learn how to structure a report. So there is a kind of format or a procedure or a protocol to be followed to construct a report. So we have to learn how to construct a report and how to format the report properly, and what are the kind of principles to be followed while constructing a report. So what does the term report means? Report means bringing back. Okay. Port means to carry. We means again repeat. For example, if you have witnessed an accident, okay, nearby a college, so the car collided with a tree, and two of them in the spot they died, passed away. So the people who have witnessed the accident should prepare the report and submit it. So what are they supposed to do? That vehicle which came in this particular east direction or west direction, there was a tree behind and which collided with the speed of 30 km speed. So you have to record all those stuff, and what happened in that actual accident scene should be recorded exactly, and when the ambulance arrived, how many of them got injured and what is their medical condition right now. All those details should be recorded in the report writing. Not only in accident report, supposedly there is a kind of fire accident in an office or in a working culture or in a school, you have to submit through report. So what happened? It was due to the short circuit. So there was a short circuit problem in a workshop where the electricity passed and all of a sudden caught fire, and this much equipment got destroyed in this particular fire accident. So that should be considered as a report writing. What is your opinion? Sometimes if you are working as a marketing officer or marketing manager in an organization, you are supposed to promote a product or manage a product. You are sending it in the market, and what happened? What was the yearly turnover or monthly turnover? So that should be reported in the report page. So that is the format here. So listen here. So the purpose is to present a record of accomplished work. What did you do right from morning to evening, and what kind of task did you carry out from morning to evening should be written in a bulletin point. And to record an outcome of an experiment. For example, if you are doing some real life experiment, like designing a vehicle, or through AI you are doing something, a project which is involved with software and hardware. So finally, once you finish it, what is the outcome? You have to report it. Okay, so and record a research finding. For example, if it is a research finding, if you want to experiment a tablet or a medicine, okay, so finally I have taken this specimen, I have put a public as a specimen, and I have tested with the rats or something. So this was the research. Of course, the research findings can be reported in the report format. What is all of it? And then to document schedule you know, timetables, so that we can format a report. So every day in an organization, if you want to run the workforce, you have to have a proper schedule and time schedule, especially when it comes to timetable. So everything can be scheduled as a report. What is the view? For this format, we have a kind of a format, and also there are characteristics. What are the objectives? Why do we do it? I know only the factual details. What is the term factual details? In the report, when it comes to report, you have to see that whatever details you record in the report should be true. So up to your knowledge. So you have to just record only the factual details, and that should be relevant. They'll be checking out. So after you consider the report, they'll be checking out the real scene. What happened? Was it a kind of a real thing which happened, and the relevance will be checked out. So you are the monitoring authority. So you have to be careful when you are registering each and every record in the report. And the reader orientation. So whenever you are constructing the report, the reader should understand the flow of the report. So what was the purpose? What was the title of the report? Whether you have had the title till the end, and what was the recommendation behind, what is the conclusion. So everything will be checked out. So not only that, there is an objectivity of the report. So when you are recommending something, for example, there was a fire accident in our college. So what are the recommendations you propose to avoid such kind of fire accident in future? So that can be recorded in the report. So what is the term avoid means? To avoid fire accidents. Okay, so you can install fire alarms everywhere, and you can have a kind of monthly checkups on electrical circuits everywhere. There is short circuit. Likewise, you have to give some kind of positive recommendations in order to avoid such accidents in future. When it comes to clarity, clarity in the sense how you carry the report, with the brief and the coherence, all those stuff will be checked out. And there is a format. So it is called as a title page where you are writing the heading of the proposed report and who is going to submit it. Submitted by the manager or the team leader. Submitted to whom you are going to submit. So this is the title page. And then when you start the report, you will have a kind of an objective. Why do you write the report? What is the purpose behind the report? And what is the body of the report? What happened really? How to be recorded in the second paragraph. And finally, you have to give the list of recommendations in order to avoid such accidents. Okay. For example, if there is any kind of downfalls or pitfalls when it comes to sales and execution, you can record that. And you have to give relevant recommendations in order to avoid that. Okay. And finally, what is the conclusion? You propose that report. That should be recorded as a report. Okay. Today I will be sending a report writing. You have to complete that in your report and show. Got it? Okay.